Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Tuesday, it is December 30th. I'm Michael Taylor, great to be here with you today. Bree was going to be here, she's out, she's not feeling as well as she'd like to, so she's taking the day off. I applaud her for that, don't give everybody else sick. Welcome to the show, we got a good one for you, let's get right to it. We're going to be talking to the folks from the Fit Brain Club. We're going to welcome Grace Carpenter and Deborah Morse is going to be here. They're going to be talking about what it takes to have a healthy memory into your aging years and the things you can do now to make sure that that memory and your brain is fit for a lifetime. And then later in the program, Theater Guild, Beth Siegelgraf and Perry Goldstein are going to be here. They're going to be talking about, I'll let them tell you the title of the play. They're going to be talking about an upcoming play that they're involved in directing and performing in as well. It's an interesting one. You're going to want to stay tuned for this one, I promise you. Now, I have one question for you and one question for you alone. Do you believe in life after love? Well, in our Stay Informed segment, you better, because Cher impersonator, the ultimate tribute, is going to be here, and I'm sure she'll be singing that, as well as all sorts of things, believe, and if I could turn back time, strong enough, all that great stuff. Well, it's going to be a great night. It's going to be tomorrow, Wednesday, December 31st, it's going to be the New Year's show over at the Performing Arts Center. It's going to be at 7:30 p.m. Make sure you get over there. Tickets are still available. You can get them there for the price on the board. You can get them over there at the box office. For more information, you can call the folks over at Recreation. There's the number at the bottom of the screen, as well as the email. I would definitely call since the show's tomorrow. Make sure you call today if you're interested in that or have any questions. And get out there and see the next best thing to see and share, apparently, is this performer for the ultimate tribute. There you go. Let's take a check of our weather forecast. And we got some clouds today. Clouds moved in a little earlier than we thought they were going to, so we got some cloud coverage, and it's going to be a little bit warm, but then maybe late tonight and starting tomorrow, we are going to have some rain in the forecast, and temperatures are going to drop by at least 10 degrees. Take a look there. And so we've got rain for 3 days in a row over our New Year's Eve and over our New Year's Day, and into January 2nd, we have rain in the forecast. Then we clear up on Saturday just in time for the weekend. There you go. Let's take a look at a sunrise, sunset. We've got a beautiful picture here. This is definitely a good winter shot. This is Cooverville Island in Southern Ocean, Antarctica. Look at that beautiful picture. Warner Cruz sent us this picture. Thank you very much, Warner. What amazing shot that is. Look at that beautiful sea lion there right in the middle. Sunrise this morning was 6:54. Sunset tonight is going to be 4:52. If you have a beautiful picture to send us, you don't have to go all the way to Antarctica to do it. You can do it right here in the community. Send us pictures of your pets, places you're around here, sunrise, sunsets in the neighborhood, and we will use them in our sunrise, sunset segment. Email us, Laguna Woods Village TV at gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and we'll use it, like I said, in our sunrise, sunset segment. Okay, we got no meetings, so when we come back, we'll be talking to folks from Fit Brain Club. Stay with us.
Adapt to It, we strive to make the everyday tasks easier by providing our customers with the tools they need to be successful. We carefully explain the use and care of all of our equipment. Adapt to It has been in Laguna Woods for over 20 years, and we know that nothing in life stays constant. So we can help you adapt to all the changes in your life. Adapt to It sells and rents items and always delivers with a smile. Come in today to experience what we mean when we say, when you can't change it, adapt to it.
What would it feel like to hear better? Many people are trapped in the isolation of poor hearing and don't realize it. Even people that are wearing other hearing aids. They only know the way they hear, not how much better they could be hearing. We've taken patients that were hearing 24% of conversations and improved them to 92%. A life-changing difference. Put on these hearing aids and hear better, automatically. No buttons to push or technology to fear. Artificial intelligence and these products do all the work. Don't settle for less. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
So Christy, how'd the job turn out?
The job turned out fantastic. We love our new patio. It gives us lots of extra room for entertainment. It was quick and easy, and we just really love it.
Hey Brenda, how's the Patio Panel Pro?
It's been going really well. There are hundreds of older covers in Laguna Woods that need a little work on them. And the only thing between a good looking cover and a bad one is new skylight panels.
Remember, if it isn't McEachern, it's crap. Give us a call. We'll do a nice job for you.
Your body is made for work, play, and adventure. All the things that make life amazing. But when pain gets in the way, turn to Hoag Orthopedic Institute to get you back to doing the things you love. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, we're experts at getting you out of pain and back to golf, running, or yoga. Whatever makes you, you.
And welcome back, everybody. We're going to be talking to the folks from the Fit Brain Club. I want to welcome to the program Grace Carpenter, as always, and our guest, Deborah Morse. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And so, Grace, how did you find Deborah, and how did you come upon this topic? Tell me a little about this.
Well, since I'm the president of the Fit Brain Club here for the Village, Alzheimer's is our sponsor. And so when Dan Daly retired, we needed a new Dan Daly.
Oh,
so
okay.
we got Deborah, and she's equally wonderful. And she's going to be the presenter for our January 12th Fit
For your
Brain
big event.
Club.
Now the event is called Mind Your Mood, Stress, Emotions, and Brain Health. So Deborah, kind of walk us through what this is kind of going to be all about.
Well, it's important to understand that our stress levels and anxiety and all the situations that we're in cause a lot of havoc on our brains. And so it's important as we get older that we understand that there's a very big similarity between symptoms of dementia and Alzheimer's and stress.
Okay.
So if we're learning how to monitor our stress level and finding techniques that could help us navigate through that, then we can give ourselves an opportunity for better brain health. And so for me, I know that when I get stressed out, it kind of sparks this cortisol in my body. And then sometimes I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I can't remember something. And it's because I'm so stressed about it, or I'm not getting the right sleep, or I'm not eating the right food, or whatever it is, or maybe the medication that I'm taking or somebody else is taking is interfering. So there's a lot of fear behind the symptoms and diagnoses of dementia and Alzheimer's. So if I could help people understand that there could be other determining factors that can be causing memory issues or cognition issues, and then help them kind of navigate that. And I think, first of all, we get so nervous if we can't find our keys, or, oh my gosh, I went upstairs and I came back down and I don't remember why. And you go back up, and I just say, you know what, you just chalk it up to good exercise. But it's not dementia, it's just you're very distracted.
Well, I know when I've in the very temporary state, when I'm in a stressful situation or whatever, I forget things. I don't pay attention to things. I didn't even notice that, or I forgot my keys, or I forgot this important thing that I was going to, and it's stressing myself out even more. So there's a narrowing of like maybe focus and that kind of thing too. So it makes you think like, oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. I've forgotten these things.
Exactly. And sometimes we are losing our mind, but that's okay.
But it is not always Alzheimer's. Sometimes people jump right to Alzheimer's. We have to stop that. Panic.
Right. Exactly. So the way we do that is, especially with Alzheimer's Orange County, is that we have so many opportunities for education, keeping the public, informed. How do we navigate certain services, and how do we understand better what we're going through? And like what you were saying is, we live in a very distractible world. We are fully immersed in technology. And it's got to go do this, or my phone rang, or you're walking in the house with your groceries and you don't know where you left your phone because you normally leave it someplace else. Or I've heard keys being in the fridge. It happens.
And in the bathroom, where's the first place you go when you come home from the shopping? You're going to the bathroom. Then
exactly,
the phone is in the bathroom.
In there.
Yeah, exactly. So
the places I've found my phone are just frightening. So I relate to that. I can relate to that. Now, when you're saying for someone like yourself and a senior like yourself, and you start having these things, what are like the steps you do, or what do you process you go through? Like, okay, is this some sort of early dementia, or is this just me being absent-minded? Can you walk yourself through those steps?
Sure. And I experienced it with my husband. That's why I'm volunteering all these years to do this. Calming the person down. Or I calm myself down. And I have to realize that I have too much on my list for the day. I say, wait a minute. You can't do all this. you're going to lose your keys again, or you're going to, because it happens every time you overload. The key is not to overload. The key is the deep breathing, all the things we've learned, like from Lamaze childbirth. I tell people, I just go back into my Lamaze breathing. You have to do it. You have to relax. Music, you have to use music. If you use soft, quieting music, or with people that I work with, what is the music that they relate to that will help them? Right to my husband's dying breath, I used this Ave Maria. That was the song. That would take away all the fear, and the Lewy body hallucinations would stop for that period of time. So whatever you can do for that period of time that you need to calm yourself, you learn how to do that. The little, what do we call them? Pacifiers.
Well, they're techniques that we use.
Yeah, that's
and
what I was going to ask. When someone's in that state, I imagine prevention is the best way to go about this. So when you say some people, I get so stressed out, what are those things? Hey, check yourself, stop and do A, B, and C. What are those things that
Well, I'll tell you, what A is we're naming it. What am I feeling right now?
Right.
Am I feeling overwhelmed? Am I taking on responsibility that's not mine?
Yep.
You know, my friend of mine used to say, "Not my circus, not my monkeys."
Oh,
Yes.
You know,
I've heard that one before.
and I love that.
Oh, is
because
that good?
I think as women and as we get older, we want to help other people. So
Oh, yeah.
that is one way. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I need to take a minute. Or we sit back before and we look at, is this the hill that I'm going to die on? You know, are we getting stressed out about something that really is in the grand scheme of things really matters? And like what Grace was saying, the breathing techniques. You know, there's a great one. Not only is it good for your brain, but we need to continue building that oxygen into the brain and doing things like breathing exercises and releasing that stress. And it's as simple as breathing in for 4, holding for 7, and exhaling for 8. And it changes the chemistry of the body. Because when we're stressed out, anxious, or we have a death in the family, and as we get older, our friends are dying, you know, we have to say, I'm really sad today. And then we're going to own that and say, okay, now I'm going to go for a walk.
Right. Now, somebody who lives in chronic stress, that's a different thing. That can actually have that impact on the brain. Now, I'm not just differentiating between what's going on. It's like that can actually be detrimental in the long run, right?
Absolutely, because the cortisol that's released because of chronic stress is the same impact as dementia in itself. It attacks the hippocampus. So when we have that, it starts to reduce the better hormones. It gets into the central nervous system and the parasympathetic systems, and those chemicals are in the body constantly, which dramatically affects the brain chemistry. So we have to be able to look at that. If somebody's under chronic stress, we need to look why and find out if they're on medication, what's their family situation look like, and introducing music. Music is
it can be so impactful.
It takes your
brain to another place, which is an amazing thing.
Right? That's why with Alzheimer's patients, you know, we look at introducing their genre of music to inspire them.
Right. All right, folks. We didn't have an opportunity to cover all this. There's going to be even more. Don't stress. We have an answer for you on that one. January 12th, 2026. Mind your mood, stress, emotions, and brain health. Deborah Morse is going to be there talking about that. It is going to be over at Clubhouse 3 and Dining Room 2 over at the Performing Arts Center. So make sure you get out there and see all the fun that's going to be happening. You'll be there for talking for like an hour or so, or answering questions.
And then afterwards,
there we go.
Yeah.
Everybody has lots of time to do this. This is just a little preview of it. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Theater Guild is up next. You're watching This Day.
Your face tells a story. Is it telling the one that reflects your vitality, youth, and energy? At Orange County Plastic Surgery, Dr. Uris Bunkus and Dr. Deborah Ekstrom bring a combined 80 years of expertise to your cosmetic consultation. We offer a full array of procedures for every need and budget, with financing options available to put your plan within reach. Located in Newport Beach, make an appointment so you can put your face forward with confidence. See how and more at ocps.com.
there's been a huge amount of progress in all areas of cancer research generally over the last 20, 30 years. Unbelievable progress. Still not there. Still lots to do. No matter what cancer you have, we're working on it at Hoag. It's not a pie in the sky hope. It's a real hope. I'm still right there in the trenches as a treating oncologist and as a cancer scientist as well. I want to be part of conquering cancer.
The Laguna Woods History Center, the only purpose-built local history archive in Orange County, has been capturing the legacy of our community since 1977. As a nonprofit dedicated to preserving today for tomorrow, we collect, conserve, and share the history of Laguna Woods Village, the city of Laguna Woods, and the surrounding Orange County region. Step into the past and connect with the present at your community archive. Whether you're curious about local milestones, searching for historical documents, or exploring treasured artifacts, the History Center is your gateway to the stories that shape Laguna Woods. The Laguna Woods History Center is a separate building adjacent to the Village Library. We are open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. or by appointment. Visit us and find your place in history.
We want to welcome from the Theater Guild their very own Beth Siegelgraf and Perry Goldstein. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, Beth, I'm going to let you take care of this part. What's the name of this play that's coming up that you have auditions for, and what's it all about?
Are you getting ready?
And your phone's
Sex,
on.
please.
Gotcha.
And it won't be anymore. It is Sex, Please, We're 60.
There we go. And that's not a question mark, it's an exclamation point.
Exclamation, it is. So yeah, Sex, Please, We're 60 is basically, takes place in a bed and breakfast in New England, and because it's a farce, there's mayhem, there's insanity, there's over the top, lots of physical movement, and we're gonna have a good time.
Now, Perry, I guess I don't need to ask you why you were interested in being part of this play, but but tell me what's your involvement? What are you going to be doing here?
Well, I'm going to be the assistant director.
Okay.
I've been on stage most of my life, and I've directed a lot of my own pieces. This is the first time I'm going to be directing a non-musical piece that's not mine. So Beth has taken me under her wing. She's, a great teacher, and I'm learning how to direct theater.
So is that kind of a learning curve for you? Because when you do your own stuff, you know your stuff, so you know exactly what you want from it. But when you have to interpret someone else's piece, you get kind of like, okay, where are we going with this, right?
Well, that's why I always do just my own stuff. So I don't have to memorize anything, and I get to do what I want. But interpreting somebody else's piece is really, really very interesting, and you try to get in the head of the person that wrote it to try and figure out what they're looking for, but how you bring your own vision. It's kind of like doing a cover of a record. You take a famous song, you can either copy it exactly, or you can put your own spin on it, and that's what I think this is.
Okay, so you guys are expecting kind of a crowd for this, because you guys are going to be over at the PAC for this, right?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So this is like a BC moment. What is BC? Before COVID. We have not been at the PAC since prior to COVID.
Okay.
So this is going to be big stage. We're going to have a professional set, and we're looking to fill all 800 seats.
Okay, well, first of all, you have auditions.
We do.
So we're getting that. So if anybody wants to be involved in this, they can come up for auditions on January 7th over at the PAC. You're going to be doing it there. So what should people be prepared to do and be prepared for?
Okay, so we actually have sides, and they can go on the website. They can go into the Village Library. And it's not just open to Laguna Woods Village residents. It's also open to outsiders.
Oh.
So if anybody knows anybody, even on the outside, certainly people can come in
let me
from
write
the
this down.
outside.
We got the part for you. We have the part for you.
So that's interesting.
So they don't have to memorize the sides, but there will be a little improvisation based on the script. You might have to cry a little, you might have to laugh a lot. And again, with the physical comedy, we need folks who can definitely move and people who are really ready to memorize.
Okay. Now, Perry, it sounds like you have, like you said, you were with your own stuff. You didn't have to memorize because you knew your stuff, but you also have some improvising. So you have that kind of, you know that world a little bit, right?
Yeah, improv is really fun, you know.
Yeah. And especially if you do stand-up, like you said, you've done that before too.
Well,
right?
you know, the thing about doing live theater, no matter how professional, no matter how much you've done it, every now and then a line slips. And how do you get through that moment?
Right, how do you get back to where you need to be?
And get back to where you were, and you can't just stand there silent. So that's where improv comes in a lot. You kind of know where the story's going, you don't know the exact line. So you make something up.
I was watching a show once and the lights all went off, and the guy on stage said, "Let me go check the breaker," and he ran off stage.
Fabulous moment. Fabulous moment.
Sometimes you have to improvise there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what are the requirements of the auditions? Should people have some experience, or is it like, can newcomers come and say, "Hey, I want to give this a try"? Is this for a newcomer, or is this, you know, for somebody maybe?
It can be. It can certainly be for a newcomer if you have the ability to memorize, if you think you have some acting chops, and if you always wanted to do a little bit of farce, because that's what this is. There's going to be a lot of door slamming. There's going to be all kinds of things going on. And again, the physical comedy is really accentuated. So, yeah, and think characters like from Seinfeld, from Golden Girls. You know, there are some stock characters, but we're going to really be building on that as well.
Okay. Now, tell me a little bit of background on that. You might have mentioned, but is it an original that was someone wrote here, or did you pick it up from somewhere? Is it a touring play?
It's published.
It's published play. Okay.
Yes.
And how long has it been around? Is it relatively? I've never heard of it.
No, well, some of these little ones you're not always going to hear about,
Okay.
But they're there. They're out in the publishing world. So,
Okay.
and this isn't the only foray of this particular duo of playwrights.
Okay. So, what got you, Perry, excited about it? I know. I already said what got you excited about it, but what?
Sex sells.
What have you kind of dove into this thing, and as you kind of taken a look, and you say, okay, there's some meat here, right?
You actually, the question you asked Beth just a second ago kind of leads into that. Is that, do you need experience? Well, there's a lot of people that have just retired, and now they have the time. The kids are grown up and they like to try this, and maybe they did some acting in high school. So yeah, I have the time that I never had before, and so that's why I wanted to jump in, and I wanted to learn to direct. And so for that same reason, we would encourage people that have never been on stage or have been on stage a long time ago that have the time now, come on back, because it's fun to be part of a production.
Yeah. And Beth, on that note, I mean, you've been around this theater guild for a little while.
Yeah.
What's it like to see someone who's never been on stage before, never acted before, and then all of a sudden kind of come into their own and really discover, hey, this is something I'm enjoying?
It's a real blossoming moment. We have many people who've been in those shoes, and when you see somebody who all of a sudden gets it, you just say, great. Let's cast this person in the next one too.
Yeah, get their phone number and their email address.
Yeah.
Now, as the understudy director, what are your plans to come on and maybe do some more as you go and take your own soon enough?
Yeah, I'd like to, but you know what I'm learning is, which I never really thought about before, is all the prep work that goes into getting ready for the audition, blocking the show in advance, and reading it through 7 or 8 times. So you almost have it memorized. So
because you have to know it in a sense.
You got to know it.
So you see if they get it, right?
Exactly. So this is sort of a test for me to see, and I have ADHD. So focusing that much time on reading that thing and making notes is tough. But it's just I'm forcing myself out of my comfort zone.
See, we're here, Perry. We're here.
and I'm enjoying it, but I am learning just how much work goes. Never realized how much work goes into directing.
Right, yeah, you don't know until you know kind of thing, right?
Right.
Like you think, oh, I can do that, and then you jump into something that complicated as this, and you go, oh, wow, okay, there's so many layers to this. All right, so April 10th and 11th,
yes,
be on stage?
That is a show. We will have an evening performance on the 10th, matinee on the 11th in April, and come on down. We're looking to fill all those seats.
And are tickets on sale now? Can people start already, or are they going to go on soon? Okay, not yet. But auditions, folks, that's the date to memorize. January 7th, 1 o'clock to 3:30 over at the PAC. Go online, the Theater Guild, and you get the sides, you get the information about what to do, and you come out there. Fantastic. Beth and Perry, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And enjoy the play. And yes, I'll say it. Sex, please. We're 60. I'm not quite 60 yet, but the rest of it I agree with. You're watching ThisDay. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Abbas. For over 20 years, I've been helping families keep their smiles healthy and bright. 10 years right here in Laguna Woods. At our family-owned practice, we do it all. Preventative care, digital dentistry, and full smile makeovers, with a team you know and trust. Conveniently located at the Taj Mahal Medical Center, with shuttle access for our Laguna Woods neighbors. Come experience complete care, old-fashioned service, and state-of-the-art dentistry that feels like home.
We're Denise and Ann with Legacy Arrangements.
We help families plan ahead for future funeral and cremation pre-arrangements. We represent over 70 mortuaries in the Southern California area.
We know these conversations aren't always easy, but we understand how truly important they really are. We are dedicated to making an uncomfortable conversation as comfortable for you as possible.
By planning today, you're going to lock in today's cost and you're going to let your family know your future wishes.
It's truly a gift you give your loved ones.
I'm a 2-time cancer survivor. You sort of think you get it once, you might be done with it, but yeah, they decided it wasn't done with me yet. In 2017, they diagnosed me with mantle cell lymphoma.
And we're devastated, we're beside ourselves.
Dennis, he's my star. He's my superstar. We've just done a lot of adventures together, and we've had a really good life. I knew about City of Hope. I had done a little research. I knew they had a comprehensive cancer center for lymphoma. So I thought, you know what? If I'm going any place, I'm going with a place that does research and that knew what they were doing.
We walked in that place with an untreatable cancer, and a month later walked out cancer-free.
Hope to me means being able to see the light through the darkness of cancer. With City of Hope as our partner in all this, I couldn't be more proud to have them walking beside me.
All right, folks, for New Year's Day and the 2nd, we are not going to be here. No ThisDay on that day. That's right. That means no Sports Corner. I'm upset. Everybody's upset. And they're telling me in my ear that Cole Young's upset as well, so there you go. But we got some great movies for you, so let's take a look. 9 a.m. on New Year's morning, we're going to have Good Morning Vietnam, back in 1987. That one stars Robin Williams. That is a great, great fun one, and based on a true story. Then at 12 o'clock, Toni Morrison, The Pieces I Am, from 2019. And then The Searchers at 4 o'clock, a great Western with John Wayne, really one of the classic Westerns of all time, The Searchers from 1956. Then on Friday, January 2nd, we've got 8:30 a.m. Hero, Dreams of Sushi. And that's a great documentary. And then at 12 o'clock, Under the Yum Yum Tree. That is from 1963. I've never seen that one, but I have heard of it. And then always a classic, California's Gold, Elvis's House. We're going to have Huell Hauser at 5 p.m. for you. That one shot back in 2010, so some great ones there for you. Okay, let's take a quick check of our weather before we head out. And we got cloudy today and turning into rain tomorrow and for the next 3 days. So if you're going to get out and about, make sure you run some errands. Do that today because the next 3 days is going to be lots of rain, maybe some street flooding and all that kind of stuff like we've had before, so watch out for that. Now tomorrow on our last show of the year, we are going to have folks from Pet Well Clinic as well as home helpers come in here. Stay tuned, we'll be back on Saturday with our first show of the new year. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.